Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're all having a great and wonderful day. I will soon be going out and be doing that video for you guys, probably in the next day or two, give or take, and hope you guys will enjoy that. But as of right now, I'm reporting in you some news that about the actual Trump assassin, the second one, not the first. And there seems to be a lot more damning and crushing news with this situation here, and I am really trying to be concerned on what the FBI and our Justice Department is doing, considering releasing some of this information out. Now, I understand during the situation when it comes down to the Nashville, Tennessee, where all that stuff was not redacted, where all that stuff was redacted, it took forever, families, courts, etc. were trying to keep that information from coming out, and that was incredibly annoying, and I think that should have been released. However, in this situation, the information that I have here should not have been released because this puts our target on Donald Trump's back, and this causes a severe issue of why they would even want this to be released in the first bloody place. So, without further ado, here we go. Sorry for the long intro, but I think people need to understand what I'm trying to say here. So, what we have here is that Ryan Wesley, Ruth Open penned chilling a note targeting Donald Trump months before arrest. The man accused of trying to assassinate Donald Trump at his Florida golf course wrote a chilling note months earlier declaring he intended to kill the former president, the Justice Department said Monday. Ryan Wesley Ruth, 58, allegedly dropped the note addressed to the world in a box at an unnamed person's home in the months before the September 15th assassination attempt at Trump International Golf Club, West Palm Beach. Federal prosecutors said in a court filing hours before Ruth was ordered held without bail. It says, "This was an assassination attempt on Donald Trump, but I failed you," the letter read. "I tried my best and gave all the gumption I could muster. It is up to you now to finish the job, and I will offer $150,000 to whoever can complete the job. Everyone across the globe, from the youngest to the oldest, know that Trump is unfit to be anything, much less a president. U.S. presidents must at bare minimum embody the moral fabric that is America and can be kind, caring, and selfless, and always stand for humanity," it continued. Yet you're the same person that went out and tried to go to war with Ukraine and sent a lot of Americans to war with Ukraine for what God apparent reason. Yeah, that's really protecting Americans. The handwritten note was only discovered after the person opened the box and alerted authorities in the wake of Ruth's arrest, prosecutors said. The box also contained ammunition, a metal pipe, miscellaneous building materials, tools, 4 phones, and multiple other letters. It wasn't immediately clear if Ruth allegedly wrote the note on the premise that the assassination would be unsuccessful, or if he was referring to another apparent plot. I don't really know if it actually really truly matters whether when he wrote it or not, because that's beside the point. The point of the matter is that he did wrote it, and this is a very, very huge problem. Elsewhere in the letter, the suspect ripped Trump's foreign policy, writing, "He, the former president, ended relations with Iran like a child, and now the Middle East has unraveled." You mean the Abraham Accords? You mean that, right? So, if we go back here and go look, I'll put this up for you guys as well, just so you guys can see. Abraham Accords. And if we go here, it says, this is the Abraham Accords Declaration. It says, we, the undersigned, recognize the importance of maintaining and strengthening peace in the Middle East and around the world based on mutual understanding and coexistence, as well as respect for human dignity and freedom, including religious freedom. We encourage efforts to promote interfaith and intercultural dialogue to advance a culture of peace among the 3 Abrahamic religions and all humanity. We believe that the best way to address challenges is through cooperation and dialogue, and that developing friendly relations among states advances the interests of lasting peace in the Middle East and around the world. We seek tolerance and respect for every person in order to make this world a place where all can enjoy a life of dignity and hope, no matter their race, faith, or ethnicity. We support science, art, medicine, and commerce to inspire humankind, maximize human potential, and bring nations closer together. We seek to end radicalization and conflict to provide all children a better future. We pursue a vision of peace, security, and prosperity in the Middle East and around the world. In this spirit, we warmly welcome and encourage by the progress already made in establishing diplomatic relations between Israel and its neighbors in the region under the principles of the Abraham Accords. We are encouraged by the ongoing efforts to consolidate and expand such friendly relations based on shared interests and a shared commitment to a better future. This is the Abraham Accords. Now, guys, this is what this guy said here when he was talking about, his about his foreign policy. Elsewhere in the letter, the suspect tripped Trump's foreign policy, writing, he, the former president, ended relations with Iran like a child, and now the Middle East has unraveled. No, because again, he did this. And then, of course, the Abraham Accords, and then we have this here. While Israel and the UAE had long maintained de facto recognition in areas of business, including the diamond trade, and high-tech industries, including artificial intelligence and defense, the Accord opened the door to a much wider range of economic cooperation, including formal investments. And this is what we have with, if you type in here, Donald Trump. He was the one, the Abraham Accords, the United States, and then you have type in his here and going forth. It was all through Donald Trump, right? This was done by Donald Trump. The media does not tell you guys this because they want to tell you that he's a bad, evil man and he hates people and he set up wars. When it is the opposite of that. It was Donald Trump that brought up the Abraham Accords. And he's the one that made peace in the Middle East. So I don't know what he's talking about here with a foreign policy. It seems like he did a bloody good job and made peace in the Middle East and kept us from in wars. Prosecutors had argued that Ruth should be kept in jail ahead of trial, while federal public defender Christy Mottello asked for the defendant to be allowed to live with his sister in North Carolina as the case goes forward. Yes, because we should allow a president assassin be released and go live with his sister. Yes, because he could go do it again. Are you mad? U.S. Magistrate Judge Ryan McCabe ordered Ruth back behind bars, saying the weight of the evidence against the defendant is strong. Ruth was taken into custody after a Secret Service agent spotted the muzzle of a SKS semi-automatic rifle sticking through the shrubbery off the 6th hole of the golf course and opened fire before the suspect could take a shot at Trump. The alleged would-be assassin dropped his rifle and fled in an SUV, leaving behind the firearm, 2 backpack, and a GoPro camera, according to full court filings. So this is what we have here. This is what's going on. In the book Ruth wrote, he must take part of the blame for the person that we elected for our next president that ended up being brainless. But I am mad enough to say that I misjudged and made a terrible mistake, and I apologize. You are free to assassinate Trump as well as me for that error in judgment for the dismantling of the 2015 nuclear deal. No one here in the U.S. seems to have the balls to put natural selection to work, or even unnatural selection, the book reads. So this guy was a bloody psychopath. And again, it's just insane. And if you guys don't believe me, this is from the Gulf Court, this is from The Guardian, far left-wing site, and it says, this assassination attempt on Donald Trump, but I failed you. I tried my best and gave it all the gumption I could muster. It is up to you now to finish the job, and I will offer $150,000 to whoever can complete the job, the note said, according to prosecutors. So, again, that is what The Guardian says. Would I with this? So yes, this guy put a bounty on Donald Trump, $150K bounty, and this is what we want to be released to the public here? Huh, DOJ? Huh, public? Huh, defense attorney? All this stuff, right? This is the information that we want out. I think everything else should be released, but the $150K bounty probably should not. Here's the reason. Because it would influence other people to want to go take out Trump because of the $150K bounty that is on his head. That's the insanity here. So, guys, again, I don't think the $150K bounty should be released. It's the same thing as if you had the Nashville person wanting to go and say, oh, well, we're gonna put a bounty on the Christians' heads. Perhaps maybe don't release that information, right? Perhaps maybe don't release the bounty for the Christians because that could be other issues. But the bigger problem here is that for whatever apparent reason, our Justice Department, our DOJ, the FBI, the CIA, all thought it was a great idea to release the information of a $150K bounty on Donald Trump, and this could be completely fine. This should be released to the public. So the risk is even more. This is the reason why I think the government is in on this, and the reason why why we should be very wary of them, because this is information that shouldn't be released at all, period. And this is what has been done. So BSMA, you guys take it as you will, but it's a huge problem. He put a bounty on Trump's head, and now there's other issues. And when I get back into another story, you guys probably won't believe this either. But, you know, at this point, what's going on in this election is just insanity. Alright guys, that's it for the video. Like, subscribe, share. As always, take care, my friends.
I'm discussing about what I see in public. Even people closest to us can't be trusted, because it's algorithmic disease, the social media.